binge eater like myself can stick to a budget of $100 a month, from $400 down to $100 a month, by budgeting very strictly, but also meeting like my cravings, like just being in line, just creating like a structured kind of guideline and not coloring outside those lines. Junk food and prepackaged items, like all last year, everything I was eating was prepackaged and like, what was it? What do you call it? TV dinners and cans of soup. And now I rarely buy that stuff now. I don't even buy one, I always buy two. Because in my mind, psychologically, it's like, okay, it's more than one, so it's okay. It's like, it's acceptable. But like anything more than that, like 3 or more for me, I don't know why, but for some reason the number 3 with convenience food is like, it's too many. But 2 is like perfect. Diets, for the most part, aren't gonna work for most people because you have to technically actually like literally get inside somebody's head. Very psychological process. It's very complex, and you have to get inside someone's head to understand how are they visualizing how their diet's gonna be. Are they willing to adapt to this small change and make it like a good habit? Like, that's why it's never easy. That's why people always fail. A lot less stressful days, a lot less stress in here, and then a lot less pain in my chest. My sleep is, I suddenly had a lot more regulated sleep as opposed to staring at the ceiling and being like wide awake with like racing dots. So when I have coffee now, I don't add sugar. If I do, it's very rare. What I'm saying is like, you have to know how you're going to respond to changes and adjustments, because they have to start small and you have to build up toward whatever goal. And it's not just one goal, like, oh, I want to be able to fit in my clothes one day and not have to buy new clothes for like 3X or like whatever size you see yourself as, like, you know what I mean? Like, I never thought I would actually be able to minimize my measurements, but I was able to, because for most of my life I have lived by rules and guidelines. Not really having a choice, but like with diet and stuff. And you know, I'm not someone that goes to the gym like 5, 4, not even 3 times a week. I go like once a week. And there's some like weeks where I have to skip because I can't like actually go. But when I do, I make sure I put in the work. And I'm not like even weightlifting yet. I'm just doing cardio, and I think on like 4 different machines back to back to back. So I do like 2 laps around the gym, and it's like a square, but like literally like a circle. Like, I go on like that bicycle thing. If I don't go there first, I go on the treadmill to like warm up. I've always done that. And then I'll go to like, what is it called? Hip abductor, where you like open your legs like that, like you're at the gynecologist. And then I go to like those foam roller things where you're putting your legs up like that, and you're just sitting on it and you're just putting your legs up like that until I just get bored, and I'll like be zoning out. I don't even count repetitions anymore, but sometimes I do. But I zone out and listen to music. If I'm like tired of the track that's playing, I switch it up because I need to stay alert, you know, like I need to stay awake. Which can be difficult to do for someone like me. So Then I'll switch and go to the I always used to call it the leg ramp thing, but it's a leg press. For instance, if we're wearing a shirt like this at the gym, kind people are my kind of people. If that pumps you up, or like your playlist pumps you up and it's like embarrassing and it's from the 80s or something like that, do what you have to do to keep yourself on track to reaching those goals. Tell people your goals, tell friends and family your goals. If anyone laughs at you, you're gonna end up having the last laugh in the long run, because your health is like a personal goal. It's not for anyone else. It's specific and personal and unique to your own unique self. So you'll do what you have to do to make sure you feel good inside this body that you have to wear, that you have to live with every single day. Try to think of it as like maintenance, like when someone has to work on a cruise ship or someone has to work in a hotel or something like that, you know, like you're your own kind of engineer. You know, you have to keep things running smoothly, and I don't know, just make sure you're okay. You don't have to be like going to the extreme, restricting with your diet. There are days, not even days, I don't like saying that. There's no such thing as like a cheat day or a cheat meal. Cheating makes it sound like you're in a relationship with a diet and you should have like no strings attached. Don't use words like in moderation if that throws you off. Don't use words like cheat meal, cheat day. There's no cheating. Throw candy and sweets out of your vocabulary in a diet, any diet, because it doesn't make sense to have them. It doesn't do you any good. If you're stimulating your system in your body, and it's addictive, naturally you're gonna want more. You're gonna fall for it. I'm someone that can actually say that because I have a lot of experience with dieting. So I'm saying you're gonna build yourself up, and it's only gonna be to let yourself down. Like with any addiction, you know, it's just, that's what keeps you in that cycle. But it's not gonna be easy for everyone to break a cycle. Don't believe what they tell you, like it takes so many days to build a habit. That's not true. It's not true at all. It's like you just need to be your own motivator. You really do. Not everyone has that. Not everyone knows how to do that, but if you have ever written your thoughts down, like on a sticky note, if you've ever wrote someone a love letter, if you've ever taken notes for homework, you know what I mean, then you can do this. You can be your best motivator for whatever diet that you're choosing. Not that they're all made the same, but when you choose one, it needs to be specific to you, what you know you're gonna eat. You have to know if you're gonna follow through. Write it down, write it out. Is it easy to follow for someone like you? Are you going to follow through with it? Can you see yourself doing it? And don't do anything that's ever gonna negatively impact you, mentally, emotionally, or physically, unless it's gonna benefit you, if that makes sense. If you're feeling down and you wanna cry about it, and you want to read like a depressing quote, or you want to listen to like some sad music that hits your feelings, do it so that way you can get over it, and then pick yourself up from that and build yourself up. Can I help you? And then go from there and restart, reboot, charge your battery, start over, on to the next step. You know, that's the best way I know how to explain, describe, articulate what I'm trying to say. Okay, bye. Say you can do it.
You can do it.
Okay, you can.
I can.
Okay, and just make sure your goals are within reason, or reasonable, or within reach, realistic. Use words like that in your vocabulary. Whatever word you prefer. In your mind, you're gonna send that message to your brain. And again, diet is a psychological thing. And so is habit building and forming. So if you want to break addictions of like your eating disorder, like you're on a track that's like that ends with you gaining excess weight for no reason, it's psychological. So you need to rewire, like I said, unlearn everything and just introduce new vocabulary that's like soothing, relaxing, calming, self-evaluate and progress. Honestly, I feel like that is a main contributor to people's lifestyles when it comes to dealing with addictions and stuff. Like no matter what it is, drinking, smoking, etc., 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 it's like over consuming data on your phone, you know, anything like that, like just excessive shopping at the store. It's like you can break these addictions if you have consistency, stability, and if you're like regulating internally, and just like proper maintenance and stuff. I feel like problems like that can just be solved, because I don't know how, but somehow I've managed to resolve some of my own issues and problems internally, and now it's affecting my life in a positive way and my health in a very positive way. So I'm really proud about that. I'm really proud of myself for doing that and for believing, or at least taking a leap of faith on myself, you know. And to me, it felt like an exchange between myself, a bank, and a loan officer. Like that kind of relationship or transaction is how the process felt. It felt like, yes, I'm willing to set aside a certain amount of money. It's, you know, to go to the gym. That's investment number one. To budget how much money I'm willing to spend on food per month, which is like a business strategy if you think about it, because you know all your other expenses. So it's like it sounds way more stressful than it is. But then if you just think, okay, if I just go here every so often, and if I only eat 3 meals a day with like 2 snacks maximum throughout the day, and I can stay full on that, then we're good. And then we've like got a deal. Then I'll give you like the loan. You know, like that's how I perceive it as. So in your brain, work with it, make deals, meet your goals. You know, that's the best way I can explain it, honestly. But I'm a business student, and that's the way I perceive a lot of things in my life. So just think of it. But for yourself. Okay, bye.